What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on? Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Let me get this shared up real quick. Start over here on Facebook and X. Uh, Create broadcast. Nope. Post that. Bang. I think it's live. I guess. I don't know. I have to go back and check. I'm looking a little dark right now. I can probably check right here though. Let's see if I can see here on my home page, on profile page. Actually, let's see. Mm, 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 Okay, it shows you live right there. Okay, then. All right, then. We cooking. All right. Let me see if I can find. Okay. I did have the weather right here, so there we go. The weather. Let me share this up real quick on another site here. So what's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Quick drive by, man. Then I'm gonna switch over to then I'm gonna switch over to NFL. Um, Share this up. I haven't pulled the trigger on much. Probably not gonna pull the trigger on much. There's some stuff that I like that I haven't pulled the trigger on yet. Shit. There's some stuff that I like I haven't pulled the trigger on yet. But I'm about to show y'all right now. Um, Weather. So Detroit and Baltimore should start dry, with rain gradually building in towards the end of the game. Likely outcome is a full and complete 9 with no stoppages, but if the Storm are a bit ahead of schedule, we can see a delay or even a game that doesn't even finish. I just don't think that's too likely of an outcome. Philadelphia and New York Mets winds in from left center at 10 miles an hour. Minnesota and Boston. Well, it's gonna rain. Steady moderate rain through the afternoon, tapering off to steady light rain across the evening. They could try to play it wet, though with the cool temps and breezy winds, it would be pretty miserable for players and fans alike. Tomorrow is dry if they want to do a Sunday doubleheader. Whichever option they choose, they should be able to tell us ahead of game time. Weather implications are, interesting, right? So, San Francisco Giants at Kansas City Royals. Not quite as straightforward as I prefer, but probably doable. Scattered showers at times are heavy, will be around through the afternoon and clear in early evening, and could trigger a late start or delay. More worrisome than it is that there's a line of game-ending storms that should stay just north. If that happens, they'll get the game in. If those storms if those storms meander a bit too far south, it's a wash. We'll do my best to keep a radar update here pre-game. Though check my nose above is why I can't promise an update. What did he say? Above. I do the best I can. Well, whatever. So, Cleveland, St. Louis, scattered shower storms, delay or late start is possible, but the game will go 9. So didn't have to play here. I got to play here in this Minnesota game. This Detroit Boston Baltimore game, I had to play there. Let me see. What did he say in Minnesota? It's gonna rain, steady moderate rain throughout the afternoon, tapering off. Yeah, I can't. They could try to play it wet, though. We're cool. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that. I'm gonna keep an eye on this Minnesota game because I got my favorite players in that game. I actually got two favorite players in that game, so I might not even be playing that much. Good morning. Yesterday was tough. Yeah, well, I ain't been betting that much, but I bet you, the season is winding down. We're in the dog days right now, man. I'm more focused on football right now. But I'm gonna do a drive by and tell you guys what I'm looking at, stuff like that. Then I'm gonna switch over to NFL. All right. So, uh, and those weather implications are major key. I hope y'all be looking at the weathers, and I hope y'all be looking at them lineups because boy, if y'all put some people in y'all lineups on certain sites and they end up pinch hitting, it's be a sad day. All right. So we got over on the 9 in this Pittsburgh Pirates and Cincinnati Reds game. Cincinnati is a team that I can rarely. I started to let's say, yeah, it's Warner for sure. That's my favorite home run candidate today for sure. I put in one usual suspect. I put in one usual suspect ticket, right? Not one. So it's probably gonna end up being not one of those good days for me, man. I don't know. Lauder's been pitching well. Jones has the ability to pitch well, but he's been getting hit over in the 9 here. I don't have too good luck betting on these Cincinnati Reds bats. Yesterday I looked at the numbers and some numbers lined up really really good. I seen, but I didn't post anything or nothing like that. I should have, but it is what it is. But whatever you want to do here, I couldn't really nail anything down. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying? It's the end of the season, so whatever, right? But Lauder has been pitching well. He's been pitching well, man. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting here. Washington Nationals at Chicago Cubs. We got an over/under 8.5 in the spot. One thing I can say here is Gore. He's been pitching okay, and the other thing I can say is the Chicago Cubs. They haven't been striking out, right? So I'm not going to show you any of the. Who was I looking at? There was one bet I probably would consider. That was see if he's in the lineup. It was Nico Horner. He's somebody I was looking at, but don't know if I'll get there, right? For the reasons, I just really don't know, truthfully. I'll tell you one thing: the Chicago Cubs versus left-hand pitching. Last 30 days, at 310 plate appearances, they have a 16.8 K rate. That is very low. That's the least in the league. And 111 WRC plus showing they have the ability to hit these lefties. So most of these Chicago Cubs players are not striking out versus lefties as of late, right? That's the last 30 days. The last 14 days, probably pretty much the same old song, right? 16%, 102 WRC plus. WRC plus has been over 100 for the course of the last month, right? So it is what it is right there. So Chicago Cubs 18%, 116 WRC plus last 7 days, whatever the case may be with that. So that's just a little tidbit right there. Gore, I think he's pitched 6 innings in 3 of his last 5 games. He's been okay. I'm not messing with this game right now, truthfully. We do have weather implications here with this Baltimore game, and this is I had a couple bats here. I'll show you guys here. Going over here, looking at the Baltimore side here. I was looking at Gunnar Henderson and possibly Colton Cowser. Colton Cowser will strike out, but you know it is what it is, right? Reese Olson. They'll be facing Reese Olson here. I think it'll be his second or third game back, right? So, um, last week, Colton Cowser and Gunnar Henderson, they both of them, they got 4 hits. Colton Cowser has a bomb here. Gunnar Henderson is 4 for 12, and Colton Cowser is 4 for 9, right? So, those are things that you can look at there. Adley Rutschman has a bomb within the last week. Here, over the course of a month, Gunnar Henderson's batting 300 versus this pitch mix. If I bring it into the last 3 weeks here, Gunnar Henderson 13 for 38 and 38 at bats. 342 batting average there, 2 bombs, 15% K rate, barrel percentage is up. Third fly ball, I would like to see him be up a little bit more, but it is what it is. And then the last 2 weeks, it's probably when you see Colton Cowser pop out, and he started doing a little bit, a tad bit of damage there. 5 for 14. Fly ball is up for him. He had a bomb in that time span. The K rate is pretty much up for him as well. So, it is what it is, right? So, that's about how they've been looking for over the course of the last month. Versus this pitch mix. And, the good thing about this tool here, everybody uses this tool different, for different purposes and different reasons. Like I just went through the whole month, seeing how they go, if they've been on a roller coaster and things like that. So, really, really like this game day tool here, man. It's awesome. Do you like the bobblehead narrative for Cody? I don't stick on it. I don't stay with it. You know what I'm saying? It could be leading up. I can use it as a leading up factor. Is like, okay, he looks good for the pitch mix. That's just me, though. A lot of people like the bobblehead thing. That's just me, though. But it's very popular. What's going on with Gunnar recently? I mean, it's 160 something games. These people are going to go through ups and downs. You're not going to be like just every day going through, going through it. Like Otani, for instance, he went through a slump for a while. Now he's just on fire. It gets like that. You know what I'm saying? It gets like that. It's time to start picking the unknown guys. No, it's time to start picking, get down, narrow it down to who you like, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Being mindful of, watching out for your bankroll and just take who you like. You know what I'm saying? Try to, just take who you like, and that's it. Don't be all over the place. Make sure the matchup is right. Bad pitching, I like to target bad pitching and good hitting. So I use that to target no anybody against anybody. So I don't like to target a lot of good pitching matchups where batters are just all the time. It just don't be right. So everything got to be kind of like right there for me. So, and I like this spot, but we got weather though. We got weather. So I did write down Gunnar and Cowser, but we got weather in this spot here. Right, a lot of 7.5s. I'm not too fond of that. So stop it here at Atlanta. I got to play here. Well, taking a look at Aller, right? So look at Aller. If we're looking at his game log, take a look at his splits real quick. Now he has 5 home runs on the season. 4 of them come to lefties, right? So he's only pitched, how many games has he pitched? He's got a home run in 3 straight games. I'd imagine probably all 3 of those came versus a lefty there. He's pitched 6 games, so he's averaging almost a home run every game, right? So He's pitching his worst towards lefties there. Looking at his splits, it'll probably be towards lefties at home if you just enter splits like that. So, uh, right now, versus lefties, he's got a 262 batting average. He is at home. At home versus lefties, he's got a 250 batting average, 338, 3.38 home run per nine, which means he's probably giving up, big time home runs. All those home runs probably came for his lefties, man. Probably that's probably what it was. Small sample size for him, but he's giving up bombs. Some of the numbers here don't look so sexy for somebody like Olsen and stuff like that. But if he's gonna keep giving up home runs to lefties, then he's gonna have to get a bump. To me, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. Atlanta, Aller. As you can see right here, his 2 month numbers, Sierra's up. K percentage is average. Okay, average. Walk percentage is up. Home run per nine, 2.4, isolated power was there. Barrel percentage is up, right? That fastball he's throwing 50% of the time to lefties, 6 extra base hits and 4 home runs there, right? So, it is what it is right there. If I filter it just to the fastball, you know what I'm saying, it might not be one of Olsen's favorite pitches. Over the course of the last month, he has 1 home run versus this pitch, but he ain't been striking out, whatever the case may be. I could push it out to about 5 months or something like that. I can push it out to about 5 months or something like that. To where Olsen, keep an eye on the lineup, all right? Because these guys are not versus pitch mix. They don't versus this fastball. They don't have the best averages, but he does have 6 bombs on the year, 14 extra base hits. Barrel could be better, but it's green. Fly ball is up. Kalinick, the fly ball is up for him. He's got 5 bombs. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'll add in the rest of the pitches here. Curveball, slurve, and changeup. Curveball, changeup, and the slurve. So over the course of the year, the season, he does have a 27% K rate versus this pitch mix. 8 home runs. Him and Kalinick have 8 home runs apiece there. These guys kind of look the same, right? Kalinick and Olsen versus this pitch mix. These guys will strike out, but they do have the ability to hit a bomb versus this pitch mix. And like I said, this pitcher, he has been giving up. He's given up 4 bombs. 4 of his 5 bombs has come to lefties, right? So that's something to keep an eye out on there. So that's what I'm looking at right there. I did write down Olsen. Don't know if I'll bet on him, right? I did write down Olsen though. Okay. Next. Okay, so we got weather implications here. We're going to stop at well, actually, let's stop right here because I did write down Vladdy, right? Let's take a look at Taj Bradley. Taking a look at his splits here. He's got 12 home runs to righties, and he's got 10 home runs to lefties, right? So he will be at home today, where his K percentage at home is really high at 33%. Home versus righties, he has a 30% K rate with a 188 batting average at home versus righties. We'll give up a bomb, though. He'll give up a bomb. That's pretty much what we're looking at and what we're looking for at this point. Speaking of bombs, lately, as you can see, he's given up. He's got 22 home runs on the season. He just faced this team. Well, he faced this team right here and pitched good. 7 Ks, 6 home runs. 6 innings pitched, right? So since that game, since this game, after this game, 2 home runs, none. 2 home runs, one home run, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then 0 last game against Cleveland, right? So he's got some good strikeout stuff, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his last 9 games, he's given up a home run. 7 of his last 9 games, he's given up 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. He got 12 home runs in 9 games. So he's been giving up bombs lately, right? He started giving up bombs at an alarming rate, well, at a higher clip after he faced Toronto, right? That game, after he faced Toronto. So, looking at Vladdy, I don't know if, Vladdy don't strike out much. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I'm going to take him for a bomb, but, Vladdy pretty much looks good versus everybody, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that you can hang your hat on right there. I didn't look at any of his career numbers versus him, but with that pitch mix here, it looks pretty cool there. See Vladdy. I really don't have to, waste my time showing you guys this. The way he's been playing should speak for itself. So it is what it is. Over the course of the last 2 months, right, it is 12 extra base hits, 7 home runs. This average is up at versus righties at 293. A home run per 9, 2.61. Isolated power 263, and then we got a little brown up there, right? So that fastball alone, 40%. He's throwing that 40% of the time. He's got 3 bombs off that. The cutter, he got 2, and then 1 for the split and the curveball. Fastball, cutter, split, and curveball. So, take these Atlanta boys down. Now, Vladdy, over the course of the last 2 months, he's got 2 bombs there. Last week, Snyder got a bomb, Vladdy got a bomb, right? So he's 4 for 9 versus pitch mix over the course of the last week. I can bring it in a little bit to the last 3 weeks here. The last 3 weeks, Vladdy, his average is going down a little bit. K% is going up a little bit. Not walking. That's interesting. Looking at what he's been doing over the course of the last week there. Over the course of the last week, only 14 MBs at bats, but George Springer, 357 batting average there. And him and Clement's K rate is pretty much down there. So, Vladdy, last 2 weeks, Vladdy, looks like he's striking out a bit more. But it is what it is. It is Vladdy. If you want to look at over the course of the season or something like that, Vladdy, 17 extra base hits, 8 home runs, pretty much. Let me see something. Pretty much over the course of like 5 months, right here, pretty much lights out, right? So he's got a 344 batting average on this versus this on the season, right? So George Springer got 7 bombs and Clement got 4. Snyder got 4. So it is what it is. I like Vladdy in some shape, form, or fashion. Couldn't talk you off a home run for Vladdy for the simple fact that Taj has been giving up home runs lately. Now, like I just showed you, Taj does have some great K stuff. But and Vladdy's been striking out as of late versus this pitch mix, so that's something to keep in mind, right? So next spot we're gonna take a look at here. I was supposed to take a look at Brandon Lowe, but I fell back. I ain't even gonna look at it, right? We have weather implications here, okay? So he said home run or double. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I like him though, but. What's the total in this one here? See, Vladdy is a guy that you could take him for a home run. You can take him for a double. You can take him for hit runs and RBIs. You know what I'm saying? But we only got a 7.5 total here. So I don't know. I don't know how I want to take him. He's also a guy you can take for 2 hits, right? He's definitely a multi-hit type of guy. But the trends over the course of a month, he's been dipping. The strikeouts has been there for him. He's been striking out. I don't know what to expect. This kid Bradley's got a high strikeout rate. He could end up being a fade. You know what I'm saying? But just looking at his numbers alone can put him in play. You know, he's that good at baseball. We know this, but I don't know if I'll go with the home run or a double. You know, I still got a little time to think. I do like him to get on base, at least a hit, something like that. I don't bet doubles though. Yeah. Minnesota Twins and Boston Red Sox, right? So we do have weather implications here. It's gonna rain. Steady moderate rain through the afternoon, tapering off steady light rain through the evening. They could try to play it wet. Though with cool temps and breezy winds, it will be pretty miserable for players and fans alike. Tomorrow's dry. If they want to do a Sunday doubleheader, whichever option they choose, they should be able to tell us ahead of time, right? So it might rain. It's probably gonna rain. My favorite play here was Lopez. Over 7.5 strikeouts. They was just gonna have to hit me upside the head. Boston number 2 in striking out versus right-hand pitching over the course of the last month with a 28% K rate and a 64 WRC plus. That's terrible. I would have took his pitching outs too. I would have just had to take an L. Boston last 2 weeks number 1 in striking out versus right-hand pitching, 66 WRC plus. That's terrible, right? Last 7 days. Boston number 2 in striking out, 35 WRC plus, 33% K rate, just horrible, right? I would have took my chances there, knowing I made the right play, win, lose, or draw. I was taking the 7.5 Ks. Lopez, just in case you guys really want to try to go there, Lopez, I think he's got 9 Ks or better in 3 of his last 5 games. Taking a look at his game log here. He's got 9 Ks or better in 2 of his last 3 games. In 3 of his last 5. Hasn't faced Boston. Yes, he did. He gave them 8 Ks. I don't take too much into this. This was back in May, right? He's pitched 7 innings or better in 3 of his last 5. 6 innings or better in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of his last 11 games. And if you wanted to take 18.5 pitching outs, he's hit that at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his last 7 of his last 10 games, right? So, that was my favorite play there. My favorite play. If I was taking anybody for a bomb, I was looking at Wallner, right? So, looking at Wallner here, let's see, Minnesota. And speaking of Wallner, let me present you guys Cutter Crawford in a minute here. Now we'll get you guys him. But let me flash it back there. Well, I'll start with Cutter Crawford, right? So, Cutter Crawford, first of all, he has given up 33 home runs, 20 of them to lefties. Wallner is a lefty, right? I don't care about this home and road splits, whatever the case may be. But to keep it funky with you guys, he would have been at home. He is at home, and he's given up 13 home runs at home versus lefties. He's given up at home. He's given up 7. All right, so whatever, right? But he's got 33 home runs, 20 to lefties, 13 to righties. So that definitely puts him in play for a home run. And he likes to give up home runs in bunches. If you look at his game log here, 2 home runs, So here he went through a stretch right here. 5 home runs, 3, 4, right? Cooled off 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Yeah, he's back on the train right here. 2 and 2, right? So last 2 games he's given up 2 home runs. Went through a binge right here. 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? So he can give up bombs in bunches. So, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy, you know, you could probably take a guy for 2 home runs versus him, or take multiple guys versus him. Or he could go out there and just have a great game. Has he faced this team? Minnesota. He hasn't faced this team this season. So that's one thing to look at there. Furthermore, looking at his the history versus his team, nobody has a bomb versus him. As you can tell, though, what's the name is not on the list. Wallner is not on this list. Wallner probably hasn't faced him, right? He's been pretty cool versus these guys. There probably is only one game, whatever the case may be. These guys seen him. College career, seen him a few different occasions, but, you know, it is what it is. Looking at the splits, though, this came to fruition for me yesterday with Stevenson. He did hit a bomb for me. So looking at the splits here in the batting order, he's got home runs. He likes to give home runs to the 1 through 5, preferably that 1, 2, 3, 5 slot. Hasn't given up a bomb to the cleanup hitter yet this season. That's interesting considering he has 33 bombs, 6 bombs to the leadoff, 8 to the 2 hitter, and 7 to the 3 hitter, and then 4 to the number 5 hitter, and then the guy coming around 9th, he's got 4 bombs off of him as well. Batting averages are not high. This guy, number 9 guy, has the highest batting average versus him. The number 3 comes in next. So, you know, on a wraparound at 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's the ones who's giving up the most bombs in the lineups, right? Versus this batting order splits. So Wallner is definitely somebody that you can look at. He's throwing to lefties. He's got 6 home runs on that fastball and 6 home runs on that cutter. I'll put those 2 up there first. I didn't try that early. Let's see how that looks. The fastball and the cutter first. Let's get Minnesota up there. Because even if this game don't play out today, that's something you could think about tomorrow, right? So, versus fastball. Now, Wallner will strike out, but he is batting .302 over the course of the last month with 4 home runs. You got Trevor Larnach. He's got 3 home runs as well, right? So, both of these guys will strike out. These guys you could look at for home runs for sure. I'll add in the other 2 pitches here, which would be the knuckle curve and the splitter. The knuckle curve and the splitter. So, not too much changes here. Pretty much the same old song, right? Looking over the course of the whole, let's take about 5 months here, right? About 5 months. Take a look and see what that looks like there. So Larnach has 8 bombs there. Wallner's batting .346. One thing about Wallner, he's got about 60 plate appearances less than Larnach. He doesn't even have 100 plate appearances versus his pitch mix here. But Wallner does have 6 bombs, right? His barrel rate is up, fly ball is up, hard hit is up, exit velo is higher than any one of these guys here over the course of that time. Bringing it back into the last 3 weeks, that was the season right there. Matt Wallner, last 3 weeks, looking pretty good. Strikeouts are pretty high there, though. Pretty high there. Last 7 days, 6 for 13 versus pitch mix, no home runs. So, long story short, he's a home run candidate for me. So it is what it is, right? Other spots here. I didn't look at Savali. I wanted to take out Savali because I know he can give up bombs. Houston Astros, right? It's going to be moneyline parlays, run line straights for me. I don't know what damage you're going to see today, but Cal Tucker and I mean pretty much all these guys really. I got a little interest in the team total, but I just can't get there with Houston. Houston is one of those teams that they can really look like they're in really good spots, man, and just really, really, really go out there and sell you, man. So I'm gonna just, I like them, man. I want to take their team total. That's what I want to do. So I really want to take their team total, but I'm probably gonna take it on the run line. And every time I tell you guys if I'm gonna take a gameplay, I completely take an L, right? Last time Blanco pitched, he pitched versus this team, and I think he went 5 or 6 shutout innings, about 5 or 6 Ks, nothing spectacular. But I like a ton of guys over here. I like the usual suspects, all of them. The money line parlay, run line straights, and play for the San Diego Padres here. I'm torn. CJ just gets it. CJ started off, man. He started off looking good, man. I didn't even, man, that's crazy. So flexing. So I like Machado, Tatis, and Merrill here. A few more other guys, undecided. I'm thinking about, probably leading away with I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna rank them Tatis, Machado, Merrill. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Rank them like that. I didn't take a look at flexing though. Let me take a look at flexing real quick. I was curious. I went so we could just look at this splits right here. Flexing, right? Flexing. So Peralta's got a bomb. Tatis got a bomb. Okay. Peralta and Tatis got a bomb off him. And so he's a guy that 1, 2, 3 spot, that 1 spot 4 bombs, 2 spot 5 4 bombs, 3 spot 5 bombs. Machado, this kid is somewhere in there. Tatis is somewhere in there. Then at 6, 7 spot, you're probably looking at Tatis right there. So I'm gonna be looking at Machado probably in that cleanup. So I'll be looking at Machado for RBIs, possibly 2. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, because you got Reyes can get on. Tatis, great spot. Profile. This is what I expect to be in there. Who I expect to be in there is Reyes. This is the projected. This is not the regular lineup. So Merrill, I don't know where he's going to be hitting at. Long story short, with Reyes and Tatis right there, I'm definitely going to like Machado for RBI. Hits, runs, and RBIs, or RBIs, just an RBI. Tatis, hits, runs, and RBIs behind Reyes. Somebody who's not striking out was going to get on base behind Tatis. That's looking. Let me go to these righties, right? So, righties there. San Diego. I'm gonna go to flexing. Flexing, 10% K rate. They probably about to go upside this boy head. 394 batting average. Sierra 5.2, whatever the case may be. Yeah, right. So fastball, cutter, slider, changeup. Fastball, cutter, slider, changeup. So Manny Machado's got 7 bombs over the course of the last month versus this pitch mix here. Bogarts has a bomb. He's batting .333 and probably in front or behind Jackson Merrill. So that's up. If he's in front of him, that ups his RBI chances there. Tatis, 3 bombs over the course of the last month there. Tatis got a bomb within the last week. 4 hits, 3 hits, whatever the case may be. I expect them to walk all over him, right? We trying to pick on the week here, right? I'm not trying to go up into no heavyweight boxing match and then like that. I want good hitters to beat up on these bad pitchers, right? That's what we want. We want to see the score get ran up. So last 2 weeks for Tatis and Machado been striking out, but Machado, last 2 weeks Tatis, barrel rate is up. Everything looks pretty good for him except for the strikeouts. But yeah, he's been looking. He got 3 bombs last 2 weeks there. Yeah, you're safe to say, yeah, right. She said, Philly got good hitters today against the pitchers with good weather. Yeah, I feel like it might be a few bombs in there. Could be, but we probably only got a total of what? 7.5 there. Manea's been pitching good. Suarez ain't been pitching good like that lately. I don't know, man. Manea been good. So Manea's been good. That don't mean he can't get hit up, but both of these teams been hitting lefties well. Manea's got a 3.7 ERA at home. On 18 home runs on the season, 12 of them to righties. Game log for Manea. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of his last 7 games been quality starts. Philly. He did back in June. He gave up 2 bombs to Philly. Back in May, he pitched good. Gave up 1 run to them. So both of these teams been hitting lefties. Both of these teams been turning it up. I couldn't talk you off of anything there. Probably won't be going there though. I won't be going there. But yeah, Fernando Tatis, Machado, even if you're looking at some of these season-long numbers here, they probably should be. They should be looking good. I ain't gonna lie. Machado 9 bombs, Tatis 9 bombs, Bogarts for 5 and 4. So couple that with the fact that we got Flexen on the mound. Flexen should be on the road today, right? Yeah, Flexen should be on the road. Well, he probably pretty much gets beat up at. He pretty much gets beat up on the road. Let me see. Yeah, he's got a 6 ERA on the road. And then he's got 22 home runs, and 14 of them come to lefties and 8 to righties. So if you want to really take advantage of the lefties here, we definitely can take a look at somebody like Jackson Merrill, who's let's see what he's throwing to lefties here. He's giving up more home runs to lefties than he did righty. He's throwing that fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball. Fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball. So These are some season-long numbers here where he's giving up more home runs to lefties here. So Jackson Merrill got 11 bombs. Cronenworth's got 8. Profar's got 9, and so on and so forth. Over the course of a season, Luis Reyes has .82 strikeout percentage. So that's just a testament to where we were. Rewind it back, looking at the lineups. Over the course of the last month, Tatis got like 3 bombs, right? High batting average. Machado probably got like 5. His batting average is a little bit lower. Profar, this is a projected lineup. Reyes not striking out. Tatis can possibly bring him on his runs and RBIs. Machado, if Reyes is on the base or Tatis is on the base, by the time Machado get up, that broadens his RBI opportunity, right? So it is what it is. Jackson Merrill, he's in the RBI spot as well. I mean, what do you want me to say? At the end of the day, it's going to be, Martin Perez has been pitching pretty good. If I'm picking a side, it's going to be, money line parlays, run line straights, but I'm more, doing a prop thing here. They both fighting the close to playoffs too. Now, yeah, so you might be talking about that. Yeah, you're talking about that New York game. But that New York game, I mean, they're gonna be playing hard that game. But I'm not a big fan of the total here. It just Manaea been pitching good. Anything can happen. Might go under. And that's it, man. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. That's where I stopped at. I mean, the Dodgers, like, whatever, right? Like, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? With the Dodgers game, do your thing. I had to play on my. What's up, Big Bank? Big Bank. What's going on? HRR play. Probably if you was talking about that last game, yeah. So with all the weather implications, it don't feel good, right? So I'll tell you what I didn't games that I did not touch on. Pittsburgh, I didn't touch on that one. The Cubs, they not striking out versus left-hand pitching over the course of the last 30 months. I can leave you with that. Detroit Tigers and Baltimore Orioles. It's Baltimore nothing for me in this spot, but I mean, it's Baltimore nothing. If I had to take a bet here, it would be Gunnar Henderson and Cowser. Cowser striking out a little bit, but those are two bats that stood out to me. This Philadelphia Phillies and New York Mets game, both of these teams been hitting lefties well. We got an over-under 7.5, which is not that sexy to me. I'm gonna leave this playoff game alone, right? Aller, he's pitched about 6 games. He's given up 5 bombs. 4 of those bombs came to lefties, so that's gonna give one of the lefties like Olsen, somebody a bump. His averages don't look so good versus it, but it is what it is. Vladdy looked like somebody that Vladdy hits all the way to a home run. I'll probably look at him for a hit or something like that. It is what it is. He has been striking out versus this pitch mix as of late, but over the course of the year, he's killed it. Lopez, we got weather implications here. Probably my favorite play on the board, Lopez over 7.5 strikeouts, but I probably won't be able to play it because there's weather implications, right? Not good. If I had to take a bet here, it would be number 1, Wallner for a bomb. Number 2, Larnick. Larnick would be in play. We went through the batting order here. The 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9 slot, I want to say. Cutter Crawford's giving up like 4 or 5 home runs a piece in those spots. I didn't even check out this San Francisco game here. Didn't even look at it. I should have looked at it. I didn't even look at it. I did not. Riley Green did look good, but I'm off of him, right? I'm off of him. He was the only bat that looked good, and I think it was Rogers. Rogers looked okay at times, but I just don't even want to. I don't want to. I don't want to wreck my brain with this. I didn't even want to go to it, man. Straight up. I didn't look at the Seattle game. I didn't look at the Arizona game. Houston. I wanted to take Houston's team total at 4.5. Now, on the Angel side, Ward looked good. It was somebody else that looked pretty cool too, but Blanco is a pretty good pitcher, man. So I'm just gonna stay away from those guys. Last time Blanco pitched was versus this team. He blanked them. I think he blanked them and had about 6 innings, probably about 5 or 6 Ks. Didn't look at this Cleveland game. It's all about the Padres for me. Probably my favorite bat would probably be Tatis, followed by Machado, then Merrill. I like Machado for an RBI. His runs and RBIs for Tatis. Couldn't talk about a bomb for him, Tatis or Merrill. Wait for the lineup to come out. The Dodgers. I mean, Ohtani in the game. It was like whatever, right? It is what it is with those guys. I do want to talk some football. I think I need to end this stream and restart it back up. End the stream and restart it back up for some football. While I got time, and I'll probably go live first thing in the morning, real early in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to work right now in a few, but let me see what I got here. Let me see something. If y'all want to come back, let me see. While y'all here, drop a like on this video for me though, man. If you want to share it, you can, or whatever the case may be. It don't matter. It's up to you. I ain't tripping. But let me end this one right here. If y'all want to come right back, you can come right back. I'm getting ready to come right back and start a football stream up. So I'll end this, and then so people that want to look at baseball, they don't have to cipher through this shit, right? So I'll end this real fast, and then I'll bounce right back to some football and just talk about a couple plays that I like. If you guys want to stick around, just come on back if you want to, right? If not, it is what it is. I'll be talking football tomorrow too. Let me see. Stop that. Stop that.